Good morning, everyone, in Reading 370. This is Dr. Slay, and let's see, it's Tuesday morning, and I just wanted to let you know that the week 4 module is open, and let me just give you a quick rundown of what's going on this week. Some of you I know have already seen some of the things that I've posted. So you should be seeing week 4, the agenda, which is the first thing you see when you open module 4. You'll notice that if you would like to reach me or talk to me in any way, please do email me or let me know that you'd like to have a Zoom conference. I am more than happy to meet with you at your convenience. Um, so here's our content this week. We will continue working with guided reading this week. There will be a review of chapter 1. So you'll notice that I have posted a guided reading essentials review PowerPoint, which I narrate and explain in the YouTube video, which should show up right here. Let's make sure that that's working. Yes, indeed it is. Let me go back. So, because sometimes I get my links mixed up, but that one is working. I wanted to check it. So these two are the same. This one just is just the my annotations and the things that I describe to support what it is that I post over here. You're also going to be writing a poem. You'll be writing a poem over time because I want you to go through the writing process and go through the stages of the writing process because we know that writing teachers um, are also writers themselves, and it's really important. And then your experience in working through this is something hopefully that you can take with you to your future classrooms to work with students. You will have to modify it according to the age of your students, or you very well will be able to post this to maybe a bulletin board or your website, something that you have, some sort of communication that you have with parents, as you'll see that I posted in my explanation of the Where I'm From poem, which is this particular video that you'll see here. And I walk you through the steps of what it is that we're going to be doing for that particular activity. Um, Number 3, I want you to sign up for a group this week. So here you will click on this link and it will, of course, take you to another place to go. It looks like Erin has already signed up um, to be in the early reader group. So I have 20 slots here because as of yesterday, I had 20 students registered. I know that registration and financial aid impact people in different ways. So if for some reason, your name is not on my rolls right now, and we need to add slots, we will certainly do that, but I'm looking for groups of 4. So please do sign up. These groups are going to be your working groups throughout the course. You'll start with picking the chapter that you and your group are going to be creating a small PowerPoint for to teach as we jigsaw the rest of the guided reading book. It'll also be a writing response group that you're going to start with the Where I'm From poem, and that's what all of this explains here. Get to know each other through the Padlet. I know you've already been there and seen that, but if you've forgotten who's in the class, you can get some ideas by talking to see if they're compatible with other people in your group. So that's important to do this week. Let's see what else do we have going on. So do pay attention to the discussion dates. As I've mentioned in the past, and I think I posted in an announcement, um, the discussions will close on the last day of whenever the things are completely due. You have an initial and then you have a peer response. I try to color code it so it stands out, and I'm trying to organize it so that all you have to do is look through the calendar and see what's up. But you'll notice that there are some discussions where I don't have a peer response required for that particular thing. So let's see what we've got set up here. So today, it's Tuesday, the Building Community Writers Workshop, which was posted last week, um, in the Writers Workshop was posted last week, and your peer response is due today, and then the discussion will close tonight at midnight. Um, then your initial response, which was, of course, I assigned this chapter last week, chapter 3, and the guided reading, chapter 1. was also assigned last week. So this week, get busy with the responding, and your first initial response is due tonight. Um, the discussion will stay open until, let's see, here we go. It's going to be Friday right here where the peer response will be due. And you'll notice that the website's one where I asked you to explore different ways to do podcasting and mm, blogging. That was the word I was looking for. I haven't had enough coffee yet this morning. But the websites that you can explore is just something to help each other learn a little bit more about that. Some of us are bloggers. Some of us have done this and some of us have not. So this is a way for you to share the wealth of your knowledge. You'll get to see the posts, but you do not have to respond to each other unless you feel like it, but that's not a requirement. So that's why that is, I left that open for a whole week just because I know you guys are busy. Um, and then, of course, Thursday is the date that I want you to get your small group sign up sheet completed, mainly because I want to be able to tell you on Friday what the date that to confirm the groups. And that way you guys can get busy and continue your work. Tuesday is where the Where I'm From poem brainstorming is due. So you need to get that posted. Everybody will see everything that's been done, that's been posted, but your small groups will want to get together and share your own with amongst yourselves and respond to each other, and share your poems and such so that you can get ready to post your blog post next Friday. And I'll talk more about the blog post in week 5. But for now, let's just get started with the brainstorming, understand how the poem works. You have lots of mentor texts in the presentation that I posted and recorded last night. You have another discussion due next week, so you can start to think about it, and that is to look at the guided reading um, samples that are coming from the book that we're reading, and there's a little discussion that I have you doing there. So sorry, you can't see that when I click on that link. I have to click on it from my side so that you can see my version of the instructions. And you're also going to read chapter 4 in the writing workshop book and post an initial response. So start looking ahead. I know you have some writing to do this week, and start doing some reading so that next Tuesday you can post your initial response. This chapter, by the way, is on classroom management, and I know that's a hot topic for a lot of you based on what we have seen in the discussion posts. So that's the week for the week. No Zoom session. Next Wednesday we'll have a Zoom session. Notice I changed it to 5:30 to see if that's a better time for a lot of you. I was um, if I was going to share my thinking on how I had picked 4:30, but it doesn't matter. Um, I just really would enjoy having you there. And if you come, then maybe we can figure out a way to eliminate some of these peer responses because discussion and interaction and being involved in class is really super important. And that's how we learn. That's how you would want your students to learn, to be engaged in the class. So I hope that is makes sense to you and that you will have a good week. I am going to stop talking because I don't want to ramble. You have busy days, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of this week. Let me know how I can help you through any of this, and I'll stop sharing and I will end this conversation. Bye bye.